Hi everyone, I'm Smith, a CS student from IIT Warangal, and in this video we are going to learn how to actually push the codes file folders directly from our VS Code to the GitHub repository that we have created in our GitHub account. So make sure you know what actually Git and GitHub is before watching this video, and we'll see the command lines. We'll see the codes that actually we need to run in our terminal of our VS Code so that we can push our codes directly from our VS Code to GitHub. So let's start. For uh, for pushing your code, first you need to install Git in your system. For installing Git, just go in any of the browser and just type the Git install, and as you can see the site on the top, Git install for the window. As per your system, whether your system is Mac or Window, you can download the version of the Git from right here for Mac OS here and Linux. Based on your system, you can download. As I have already downloaded GitHub on my system, so I'll not be wasting a time downloading it again. So right after downloading it, you just need to come to your terminal and check whether your has been downloaded successfully or not. For that you need to run this command, git version space and two dashes. So as you can see, it's showing that git version 2.53.0 has been installed in our system. So after installing a Git in our system, we need to configure our username and email. And the email that you will configure here should match with your email account with which you have created your GitHub account. So let's configure the username and emails. I have already configured my username and email, so if I'll repeat it again or I'll do it again, it will not have any effect. So we can configure, or we can configure the Git username and emails multiple times, so it will not have any effect. So I'll configure. For that you need to run this command, configure minus global and user dot name, and you need to keep your name here. I'll keep my name. Our name has been configured. Now right after that we'll configure our user email. इसके सुमित कुमार 26118 @gmail.com. Now we need to check whether our configuration has been successful or not. For that we'll run this command, config. It will be list. Here you can see our user email is sumitkumar26 @gmail.com, and our name is Sumit Kumar Shah. So it has been configured. So right after configuring your GitHub account, you need to come on your browser, and you need to search for github.com. Come to GitHub, your GitHub account. If you don't have an account on GitHub, create it. After coming on your GitHub, you need to make one repository where you are going to push your codes. For creating a repository, you can click this plus icon, and after that here is the option new repository. So let's give some name to our repository. We'll give some we'll give the repository name tutorial, and you do not need anything to write here. If you want to give some description or like what actually this repository will contain, you can give a brief idea here, and we'll create directly create repository. As you can see, our repository has been created, and it have already given these command lines that actually we need to run to push from our VS Code to this repository. So actually we need this command line, git remote add origin. We'll copy this line, and this is your link for your current repository. As you can see on the top, this is our URL for our current repository. Right after that we'll come to our VS Code. In our VS Code, we are going to push any of the file. We can open any of the folder, like let's let which should push is like we'll open the VS Code and we'll see, we'll go for the folder or the files which we want to push. So suppose I want to push this folder. For that, now I need to initialize the local Git repo on our system. For that, we'll run this command line git initialize. As you can see, it is saying that initialized empty Git repository. After initializing, we need to stage that those files. Currently, if we'll see the status of the file, it's all red. I guess it will show all red because we haven't staged, we haven't added any of the files. As you can see, it's showing all red. Every file is untracked. Any of the file is not been tracked till now. For staging all the file at a time, you just need to run a git add space and dot. It will add all the files. After that, we can see the git status right now about our file. As you can see, every file's name is showing green and saying that changes need to be committed. Now we need to change the commit. Sorry, we need to commit these changes. For this, we'll commit changes and we'll write some message while committing. This is like first push. We need to always give us some meaningful message while committing the changes. Now we have committed the changes, and now it's time to link actually your GitHub repo to your local repo. Like currently we have made a repo in our local system, but now we need to link this to our GitHub account. For that, we have already copied this line of code. We just need to copy this line of code and paste right in your terminal of your VS Code. It will actually link your GitHub repo to your local system. Right after that, we just need to push. For that, this is the command line. Whenever you push your file for the first time in your specific folder, you would need to run this command line while pushing for the first time. But when you push next time, or after pushing the first time, whenever you made some changes and you added some folder, you again need to repeat the process. Like you need to add first, you need to git add, and after that you need to commit, and after that you can directly write the code git push. For the first time, we did a git push minus your origin main, and right after that, as you can see, now we can see that all the files is here in our GitHub repo. It came all the files here right now in our GitHub repo. That was pretty easy to push the files from our GitHub repo, and from the next time, whenever you do any changes to the files, you just need you need to repeat the process of git add, git commit, and git push. You just need to write those commands in your terminal, and all the files will be updated on your GitHub repos. So I have also made it a cheat sheet that I'll be giving in this video. Like where is that? Let me show. These are the cheat sheet which contains the command lines that we generally use in our daily workflow of our GitHub. And these were that git status, add, file name, commit, push, pull, and these were the configuration, initialize. I'll be giving this in description section, and check it out. So that's all for today. I will be back soon with next video. Till then, bye bye.